here I shared my resume, sir.
Okay.
Are you able to?
Yes, yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Okay. To yes. Can you scroll down? Scroll up. Scroll up. Okay. So your email is there. Your phone number. Okay. GitHub is there. Do you have repos on your GitHub? Have you been working on that repos as well?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just keep posting my personal projects whenever I got
Yeah.
time or when I
Hmm.
need to learn some stack. So
Yeah.
this is the
That is
place.
what I asked. Okay. Okay. So 2 years of experience in React.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're working on a web app. Is it the mobile app, have like a hybrid app, or a
No,
web
sir.
website?
Yeah. It is only web app right now. No mobile app is
Okay.
exist for this.
So
Yeah.
because of that web app, that is what I'm saying. Web app. Okay. Developed end-to-end subscription flow to onboard the full organization smoothly. Okay. Use the UI techniques to. Okay. So that is fine. Work experience. So this is your first company, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I just joined as an intern, then I got a PPO
Okay.
to
So
have a full time
skills,
opportunity. Yeah.
React, JavaScript, Redux, Git, that is fine, Sass, for instance, Tailwind, Bootstrap, Vue.js. Okay. So you work with the Vue.js as well over here, or
Yes, sir. I just worked in both projects
hmm,
because it's a small company, so I got many
hmm,
opportunities to
that is
switch
good.
projects.
That
Yeah.
is good. So it's good to start with a small scale company, so it is easy to get the later job as well. Okay. Scroll down.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so education that is fine, language is fine, achievement fine. Okay. So these projects are your personal project, correct? Dead house and those systems.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Scroll down. So that's it. So single page resume, correct?
Yes, a single president.
Mm.
I think this is what the industry expecting.
No, but see, you have only one company experience right now, correct? So if you have been
Yeah.
working with multiple companies now, then you should have been adding those things over there as well. So the extra things will be over there. You have been working for this months to this years to this company like that from the beginning. Okay, so that will increase.
Okay.
Okay, and scroll down, scroll up at the top. You have added your summary in just 3 to 4 lines at the top. Experience, front end developer, and all. Okay,
Yes.
so as your experience grows, you have to add the more things as well. So you work with the end-to-end things, then you works with a team, you will collaborate, you will start working agile technology. Like those things, you will be getting added multiple things in your summary, not the project. And if you have been working 3 to 5 companies, then you have to add the company details as well, then project detail as well. So 2 pages is sufficient, I think. But for now, it
Okay.
is fine to keep it in one page. But that is not the
Yeah.
mandatory. So everything should be in single page. That is not okay. So I think we're good with this. Okay. So okay. So what we do, we'll start with. I will ask some question related to React as well, sometime JavaScript as well. So in that way, we'll
Yes.
start with it. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
so okay. So have you been heard about? I think you can stop sharing. Not the problem now. I will ask you when it is required.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me. So what is the difference between for each and map?
Okay. For each and map.
Hmm.
So both the methods, as we know, are applied for array prototype. They
Hmm.
are built-in methods in JavaScript. But the uh, difference between both the methods is like when we use map. on a array. Basically, what it does, it just return us a new array. It does not affect the original array, but in case of for each, that method is working on the original array. So this is the key difference between uh, these two methods.
Okay.
One is
And
returning
mhm.
purely new array.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the return type of for each?
Return type of for each.
Hmm.
Uh, Return type of for each. Uh, right now I can't remember what is the return
So
type
it is
for this.
undefined. It is undefined.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So have you heard about undeclared and undefined in JavaScript?
Undeclared and undefined.
Yep.
Yes. Undeclared, undefined is something like when we allocate memory to a variable,
Hmm.
but we does not initialize any value. We
Hmm.
just taken memory from the CPU, from the browser, sorry. So
Hmm.
this is the case when that variable holds a spatial value that is undefined. But when uh,
No, 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 no.
when we
Wait,
talk
wait, wait,
about
wait, wait. Logic. Come again. What is undefined? What is?
undefined,
Yep. Yeah. So wait, wait. Do one thing. Share your screen again and open JS Fiddle, and over there explain. So it would be easy to understand as well.
sure, sure, sir.
We'll make it interactive, so your concept also getting cleared by writing the code. So it would be easy
Sure,
to
sir.
remember for you. JavaScript. Remove that function.
Yeah. So first, I would like to show undefined uh, case.
Hmm.
So let me just initialize memory to a variable a, and let's print over the screen what this variable holds the value. So it is coming undefined. That
Hmm.
that means this variable has a default value until we did not initialize any value to it.
Okay.
And
So why only undefined? Why not null, blank array, or anything? Why only undefined?
I think, sir, it is because of the working of JS engine at
Hmm.
the time of memory allocation. It is expected to be work like that. The undefined is initialized to a variable.
Okay. Can you remove that line number 2 and put it after 4? Cut and paste after line number 4.
Okay,
Declare that variable after line number after console.
after console.
Now tell me what it will print.
Uh, it will print a not def I think it will print an error, or I guess it
What
will
error
print something like not defined, kind of reference error.
and why?
Because uh, as we know, here I used particularly let keyword. So
Hmm.
what is the basic what will happen there is uh, like a temporal zone will be created. So
Mhm.
hoisting is not possible in the case of let and cons variables. So that's why if hosting is not be able to but the hosting is there, but it is
Mhm.
in temporal dead zone until the compiler reach to line number 4.
Okay.
So that's why line number 3 will print not defined or error, something like reference error, because like it did not got the reference.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
about where?
In case of where, sir, where variables can be are hosted. So in the case of where, we will get undefined
Mhm.
as we are getting earlier.
Okay. And what about another one? Undefined and undeclared.
Okay, undefined and undeclared. Undeclared is something like if we want to access a variable that we did not initialize or uh, did not declared.
Mhm.
So if we just write uh, this, so it will print
Hmm.
not defined.
That answer. Got it. Okay. Okay. So I have pasted a small array to in the chat. Can you open that?
Yeah.
So I want to make it as a blank array. So how many ways I can do this?
Okay. As a blank array.
Hmm.
Uh, okay. So first method will be like to reinitialize it.
Hmm.
This one.
Hmm. Correct.
Uh, Second will be like if we change its length, I
Hmm.
guess, to zero.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Right now, I have only two ways in my mind.
Okay. Do you know array.pop method?
Yes, array.pop method. Yes, we can also empty by using this, but we need to iterate
Hmm.
over the array because it only pops the last element
Okay.
at once.
Do you know what is the difference between slice and splice?
Yeah, slice and splice.
Hmm.
Slice method will be like if we want to uh, just take a sub array from an array,
Hmm.
but in case of a splice, we can uh, we can do one thing. We can also put variables in between the places where we need to
Can you
place.
write down the code for that?
Sure, sir.
Just try to add 1, 2, 3, 4 anywhere in the code, anywhere in the array.
So let me just uh, write this. Yeah. So before here we have add two at the index of zero
Okay. And if I want to remove
using
something,
splice.
this is splice or slice.
Uh, it is splice. Sorry.
And what about slice? How can I
In
wait?
case of
Wait. How
yeah,
can I remove all the element with a splice from the array?
Okay. I think do we need to insert also, or do we
No, no, no.
just
Just
need to
remove.
make
Just
it
remove.
empty,
Make it empty.
all the elements? Yeah.
So yeah, that is
Okay.
the fourth
Sure.
option to remove element from the array.
It will be like that, I think. Yeah.
Hmm, correct. This is the fourth way
By
to
using
remove
section.
all the element. Okay. Now,
Okay.
with a slice, add 1, 2, 3, 4 after C. With a slice, not a place.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and
After C. After C. It should
after
not
C.
remove anything from the array. So it would be A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, D, E, F.
Okay. Using slice, right? This method.
Slice.
Okay. Using slice.
Hmm. What does slice?
Uh, so slice, I think it is used to get the sub array from an existing array.
Are you sure?
As I remember, sir, might be not be correct.
Okay. Okay. Read the difference between both ones. Okay. So have you heard about async await in the JavaScript?
Yes, sir.
So the promise is better to use or async await? What do you think?
Uh, if if you want to talk about the readability of the code, I think async await format are much easier to understand and write the code with more readability because it is less complex, I think, in comparison to promises by using then and catch chaining.
Okay. So can we use await without async?
No, sir. We need to place async keyword uh, in front of that function inside which we want to use await.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I
because
have
we need
pasted.
to first,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
sir, I just saying because
Mm-hmm.
we need to just make it make the function to work like a promise. If it because async itself return a promise. So after that only we can use await, just like we are using then on a promise only.
Okay. So async await, what JavaScript frameworks feature?
Sorry, sir, can you please repeat? I not
When
able to
the
understand.
okay, I will go through it directly. So what is ES6?
Okay, what is ES6? Actually, it's ES6 is a major release, I guess, which which comes with many function or drastic change in JavaScript
Hmm.
language with many methods, including promises and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other thing?
Uh, Promises, sir. If you are, do I need to tell you what methods or what the things we are
Features,
getting in
whatever
ES6?
features. Yeah, yeah. You can tell. What are
Yeah.
the features we
Oh,
have and all?
okay. So after ES6, we have let and const in JavaScript, promises, async await.
Hmm.
Uh, I think map filter and reduce also
Array methods. New array
array
methods. Correct.
methods. Yeah.
Tree structuring, then rest operator, spread
Yeah.
operator,
Rest operators, spread operator.
flexible
Yes.
scoping. Too many things are over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I have pasted. No, I'm pasting. I have pasted small code again. So just explain me what is the code first. Then we'll see what would be the output of it.
Okay. Uh,
copy that code and paste it in the that JavaScript.
Sure, sure, sure.
You can keep the code as well over there. So for you to check later, just comment out
Okay.
the previous code and put the latest. No problem then. If you don't think so, first of all, explain me what we're doing over here in the code.
Sure. So in first line, we are initializing a one to a variable x. Then
Hmm.
in second line, uh, we are using a concept called iffy
Hmm.
immediately invoke function
Hmm.
here. So it will be like the function will be called and the value returned from the function will go to this variable and
Hmm.
stored in the output.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now tell me what would be the output then? If you are deleting that variable and we are returning that variable again.
I think it will print undefined.
Are you sure?
Uh, yes, I think
So
it will
okay,
print
okay, yeah,
undefined.
wait. So what delete does?
Delete basically, sir, does it's something like when we are declaring this variable x, it goes to window object that we are having in our browser. So it
Hmm.
will be a key of that object, window object. And if we will call delete x, so that delete keyword just
Hmm.
delete that key from the window object, and we are just returning the same key which we are not having after deleting the
Are
key.
you sure it will delete that variable?
Uh, Actually, you are
Yeah.
specifying.
No. Run the code, then you will know that.
Okay.
Now tell me why it
Okay.
is written one.
Uh,
Because your delete operator works on object only, not the variable. Okay. So even if you try to delete the variable, it will not delete it.
okay.
Got it? So you can play with delete on the objects.
If
Okay.
we change this like something like this, will it go?
Right. You will get an error first. This is how
Okay.
we
No.
bind variable to window.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I got the reference, I think. Okay, sir. No,
X is
I will
not
try
defined.
later.
X is not defined. It is same. Line number 3.
Yes.
Change it to window.x. Now check. Put the
Okay.
window over there as well. No?
Yeah. This will
Hmm.
be the behavior I think
Yeah.
that I
So
am
that
talking
that
about.
yeah. So this was not the behavior in the code. So you are
Yeah.
now
Okay.
injecting your variable to window. Correct.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So the scope of your this and this window is different.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me what is this in JavaScript?
Yeah. So basically, sir, if we are talking about this keyword,
Hmm.
it is mainly used to reference in which context we are, uh, in which context we are in. Like if we
Block,
use
you mean to
this,
say where we are in the current block of the code. Correct.
yes, yes, sir. If we just print this here, so it will print a window.
Mhm.
I think it is
Yeah, it is
doing
printing. It is
something.
printing that. It is the same.
It is printing, I think, whole window.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So if you are trying to access this inside your normal function, so how it behaves?
Inside normal functions, okay.
Mm,
Inside normal functions means that uh, a function which is at global level defined
mm.
or inside an object.
It's a kind of function.
Okay. So this keyword I think will reference to the window object or the or in which context or in which uh, yeah, in which context this function will be uh, placed.
Okay. So can we access this in arrow function?
In arrow function, yes, sir, I think we can access this, but it
Create an
will
arrow
always
function
only.
and try to print it.
Okay. Yes, just giving the window object.
Mhm. Okay, and create a block over there now.
A
Pass
block
x. No, no, no. In arrow function, create a block.
like this, sir.
Hmm. Try to print it.
Yes, sir. Again, it is giving window object.
Mhm. Okay. So, okay. So, create another function, normal function over there below.
Sure.
Normal function with the same. And just pass the parameter in the both the functions and try to print this.
I need to pass a parameter over
X
there.
X pass two or three
Okay.
somewhere, both the places, and print this dot X, both the place.
Okay. Inside the body of the function, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
this dot x.
Hmm. Both the place.
Here also, sir,
Yes,
the
yes,
same thing.
yes. Now tell me
Okay.
what would be the output now. You are not calling a regular function now.
Okay. Sure. Let me just.
Call that function. Right? Pass the value both the places. X 2 2. Pass every line number 2 and line number 7 to your function. Now tell me what it will print.
Let.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What will be the output?
I think, sir, in both these cases, uh, uh, I think so. This will reference to window object in both cases, and window does
Hmm.
not have X in it. So both these consoles will print undefined.
Run this code.
Yes.
Now in regular function, just print this. You're already passing the this over there, value over there. So it should be binding over there. Not sure why it is printing undefined over here.
Uh, can we check in console, sir?
Yeah, yeah, you can check.
Yes, the same output is there also.
Okay. Mm, Try to read about it because in arrow function, when you comes with the properties and object over there, you supposed to not be able to access this over there. So that is the one difference between both.
Okay, if you are talking about if we are
References and all, object references and all. So the scope of this would not be there. Means window object is not available there. That I meant to say.
okay, sir. I
Yeah.
will for sure try this.
Yes, checking that. I have pasted two arrays in the chat. Can you open those?
Yes, sir. Let us print this. Sorry, comment. Uh, yes, sir. Array one and array two.
Hmm.
We are having.
I want to concat both.
Okay, concat both.
Hmm.
Uh, so, sir, do I need to tell you different
Right?
type of methods or
No, no, no. Whatever you know, just make it write down.
okay? So we can simply use rest operator
Hmm.
and spread
Spread or rest.
first array. Sorry, spread operator.
Hmm.
Actually, in my mind it's spread and I'm talking about rest. So in this way, both the array will be concatenated. And
Okay.
one more uh, built-in function is there
Hmm.
that is concat.
Hmm.
So we can also achieve by using this method array1 dot concat array2. Here it is.
So in JavaScript, have you heard about throttling and debouncing?
Yes, I heard about both the terms,
Hmm.
and I also used the bouncing in inside a search field
Okay.
in my project.
So
Yeah,
just wanted to know, have you worked with it?
work with both.
Have you worked with both of them?
Yes, sir. I tried both. Actually, in deep, in my project where I need to just get the results on the typing of the user. Uh, I had used debouncing, and till now I had not used throttling, but I know what is it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have running environment at your local for React.js?
Uh,
Means, do you have any
Sir, I
code?
can create a function. Yeah, I have code on
Okay,
for
okay.
React.
Just run that code in the background. So I will tell you what we have to do over here.
Sure, sir. Do I also need to share my screen?
No, no, not yet, not now. I will explain the things first to you. Then you can share your screen and run the write down the code for the problem statement.
Okay, sure, sir.
Okay. So okay. So you have to write down small application in the React. Over there, we'll be having one text box over here. Correct? Okay.
Okay.
So here, if I add a over here, okay, so
Yep.
it should show as a what we can say for this badge or something. A will be here. Okay.
Okay. A
Then
chip kind of thing.
yeah, yeah, chip kind of thing. So similar kind of thing you have to implement, and over here you will be having again cross. So whatever array you have over here, the way we talked about now, slice and splice, that thing you can use
Yes.
over here. And suppose you have multiple slices, B, then C, like this. If you have click on the cross, then it will remove from your array. Okay. And one more thing, as soon as add it, so you can put some buttons add or something, or on enter you can put the values over here. But before pushing to this array, this text box should
Yes.
have value. Okay. So if you put directly
Okay.
enter, though it should not add blank. Okay. So this would be the
Okay.
first
Okay.
validation for you. Okay. So this would be the first thing for you. Second thing, when you click on this X button, this value should be null. So your text box should be empty. This would be second thing. Third thing should be when you press
Okay.
enter or add button over here. So it should add as a
Okay.
chip. This is the third case. Fourth case would be on the cross, you can remove the whatever chip you have been selected. Okay. And
Okay.
you can do whatever you things in the React. So I think I'm clear with the requirement statement, correct? Or do you need anything more? More.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
sir, do we also need to place an validation to have the max length of the keyword?
Mm, I think no, that is fine. You can put any number of string rate.
Okay. Okay, sir.
You can share your screen and start writing it. So while writing the code, I will ask the question to you. So it would be easy to both the things for a
Sure, sir.
practice.
Sure.
Now you can share
Uh,
your screen. I'm stopping.
Let me, sir, just share with code sandbox. Uh,
Hmm.
Here we have React environment. So I can start the
Okay.
things here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, first of all, I need to create a folder here on components. Inside here, first we need to have an input box. Okay. Okay, sir. So here I'm starting with the wrapper component
Hmm.
where we
Okay.
need to have the input box and all the chips. So it
Mm-hmm.
is add chip component. Uh, I think it is 18th version, so I don't think I need to specifically import this.
Hmm. So what is this you have written over there? Written that.
Uh, this one,
What is
sir.
the yeah? What is the meaning of it?
It is a syntactic sewer of React fragments, sir. Basically,
Hmm.
what it does, it will not create an extra div or anything. It just directly plays the code without making apparent.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So let me just call this component here, add in ship component. Uh, yeah. So it is rendering. So first, I let me start with the input box
Hmm.
where we need to type the text.
Yes.
Here. Then the next thing is I need a button over here called add.
Hmm.
Since it's a small code, sir, I'm just
Hmm.
writing the CSS over this global.
No problem. So what is the use of user?
Uh, Sir, it is basically used to reference this object or
Hmm.
yeah. So,
So whenever you are
to get
changing something, so that will call every time.
uh, if we are changing text over here,
Hmm.
yes. So if I used use state here, what basically does it change whenever the value will be changed over here, this component will re-render after typing every keyword or deleting every letter
Hmm.
inside this input box. So I just want to optimize uh, this unnecessary re-rendering. So that's why I use ref.
Okay.
So let me just first check whether it is adding, whether I am getting the value
Hmm.
over console.
We have to add that validation as well. It should have some value over there.
Sorry, sir, what you're talking about?
It should be having the input value over there. On that time only you should put that value to the array, chips array. If it is blank, if input is blank and you are trying to add it, so it should not add. It should be a required field.
Ah, okay, sir. Okay. Let me just first check this whether it is working or not. Use ref. Yes, I'm getting the value.
And remove that gh and print. Click on add.
Uh,
Remove
uh,
gh from input
yes,
and
remove. Yeah. Okay. So first thing I will just putting a validation over here. Let me just save this value over a variable. First, I'm checking the edge case. If we are having a policy value over here, so we just return.
hmm,
And if we are having any value, so we need to push inside an array. So I need to create a state for this using use state, uh, which I need to make it initially empty.
hmm,
Uh, so if we are getting a truthy value, what we need to uh, do here is to just update this chip list array by adding the new value at the end of the array.
okay.
And the next thing, we need to make it empty uh, after it, the input box.
Hmm,
Yeah. So the initial thing is there. Let me just check the
hmm.
flow until this step first. Yeah. So if we do not have anything
Hmm,
inside this, if we are clicking add,
hmm,
so let me just make it more clear by disabling it.
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so your return statement should not be there now. Line number 13 to 15.
line number. Yes, yes, sir. So this code, I think, got optimized. Okay, so the
Hmm.
validation is there. If we type my name, okay, okay. I think this will not re-render. So,
That is why I asked you at the beginning.
okay,
Use ref. Okay, that is fine. So you can do Control Z for now and check your code. But why it is not having the latest value over there? So that is what it is doing, correct? The ref.
yes, sir.
So it should be having the latest, correct?
Okay, so I think, sir, I need to place this state uh, one level up if if I want to retain this uh, optimization over here.
Okay.
Yes, I think that will be the resolution of this problem. Also, I need to place this handler one level up. Uh, it will be complex, sir, because I
Hmm.
also need to empty this
Correct.
value over here.
So
So I
make it as
think,
of now as it is
yeah,
and work with it on. So that is fine.
uh, I need to place the code over here
Mm-hmm.
again.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to create a component for
Hmm.
chip, uh, I guess. Let me just copy and paste code over here. To make it simple, sir, it will take unnecessary time in my
Hmm.
task. I'm deleting this. I'm just directly use this component.
Just
Yep.
render it whatever array values over there.
Uh,
you have to remove as well. So for that, let me check
Uh,
the button for you.
um, I'm not able to detect, sir, why I'm getting error over here inside
And you
GSX.
scroll up. Okay, so you have array. The printing over here.
And I'm mapping over the array. I think it's because of the key I have not passed. Maybe.
That colon, what you are doing with that colon, span colon.
Uh, sir,
Okay.
this column.
No, no, that is fine. Yeah, so that was. Check on the Google how you should map the array list. Hmm. It should be curly brace, correct? I have pasted something. Yep, I think it will. Why you are adding into curly brace that?
So because I'm writing JS JS
Hmm.
inside this JSX.
But mhm,
So
okay, but okay, but it will not
it is
blowing you.
little weird. Let me just
Mhm.
check over here. Right.
You can search on Google as well. Okay.
Don't know why it is not working.
Your passing span uh, array you have correct above.
Yes, sir. The
Mhm.
same variable, state
Hmm.
variable.
I have pasted small code in a chat. Can you open that? Paste it over here.
Okay, so I no,
No, no, no, paste the code
not
over
that
here
step.
and try to do
This one, sir?
number map. I have pasted. Just change the string to number to chip list and all. Remove your code for now or comment out. Yep. Just change the things, whatever required. Numbers to chip list and all. Number. What it is company now. Same.
Same. Let me just change the variable name, sir.
That would not be the problem, I think. Okay. You've done already all those things. Only one thing is pending. That is fine. Okay. So we'll move to some other questions related to React. So have you been working with Redux and all right now?
Uh, Sir, yes, I have worked on a Redux, but
Hmm.
I've not worked on a large project. I just
Okay.
learned about Redux in my personal project that I listed uh, inside project section
Okay. Okay.
to create a small e-commerce
Hmm. Hmm.
app for myself. Yeah.
Okay. So have you how many hooks we have in React for functional component?
How many hooks?
Hmm.
Uh, Sir, there are many hooks. I
Hmm.
don't know exact number.
No, I'm not saying exact number. Just whatever you know
Yeah.
and you are using, just you can explain those.
Okay,
That is fine.
okay, okay, sure. So first is use state,
Hmm.
second use effect, third use ref, next use memo, use callback,
Use context.
use context.
Context.
Yes, use
Hmm.
context. Yes, to create context API. Yeah, these all
Hmm.
hooks I used.
Okay. And what is the use of use callback?
Uh, use callbacks is used to memorize the function. I think I've not used it
Okay.
frequently. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So I'm not asking the common question, what is state, how you will pass the data to parent to child, child to parent, how you call the callbacks from the parent to child. That is fine, I think. You already trying to those things, so I know that you will be working on those as well. Not a problem. So, but I wanted to check the JavaScript for you. So, because your experience is 2 years, correct? So, I thought that
Yes,
it
sir.
would be nice to have a JavaScript more rather than React. So, because when you go for interview, so mostly the if the interview will take the 45 minutes of interview, so almost 25 to 30 minutes will be JavaScript. So, because that is the core, correct? So,
Yes, sir.
that is why I asked most of the question related to JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you have any question for me?
Uh, yes, sir. The common
Hmm.
question is just
Hmm.
I want to know the feedback, how much I need to prepare more.
Okay. So, okay. So for JavaScript, to go through the, I have not asked you the question related to the closures and all those things, correct? Closure, then
Yes, sir.
immediately no function. Also, did not talk about much. We talked about throttling and debouncing. Then we talked about arrow function versus normal function. So whatever,
Yes, sir.
these are the common questions. So
Yes, sir.
just go through those questions in the depth and try to create one small example for you. So whenever someone asks such kind of things, so you should explain them by sharing your screen and writing out the code. So it would be easy to understand them as well. So try to do those things, so it would be easy for you to remember and you can easily explain the what you are talking. So that is the one thing. And go through the ES6 feature as well. So that is also important right now.
Okay.
Okay. And there is one other question most commonly asked, event propagation and all. So what is debouncing? Then what is your event capturing, event bubbling, those things. What is event
Bubbling and
delegation?
capturing. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So those
Yes, sir.
are the normal questions. So I thought that instead of going to those questions, I can ask the practical question and we can talk on that.
Okay,
So
sir.
that is fine, I think. So not the problem from the React side as well. So just work on the JavaScript little bit. And I usually don't ask question related to HTML, CSS most of time. But too many people also asking me to have an interview on that as well. So because of the time constraint, I don't take those questions much. But probably I'll start taking those as well. So I
Yes, sir.
think you are good
I
in
know.
that as well. So that is fine.
Okay.
Anything
The
else?
one thing I just feel about myself,
Hmm.
so I just need to uh, work on explaining the things that I know,
Hmm. Hmm.
because I
Hmm.
know something, but I cannot able to exactly explain what I am processing about the process problem or the question you are asking.
Yeah, so that is
So
what I'm
the
saying.
point
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
The point
So,
you just have
yeah.
told me to create an example for yourself
Hmm.
so that you are able to more clearly explain the thing.
Yes. So that is the one key point to explain the things. So
Yeah,
it would be easy to explain you as well, correct? Because you are writing the code at the same time.
yeah. So, is this a good way, sir? If someone asks me any theoretical
Hmm.
question, let's suppose if you will ask me what is hoisting or what is
Hmm.
closure.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
first, I
You
need
can see,
I
it.
start with
Yeah,
yeah.
so that is fine, but it depend upon how much your interview length is. If it is 30 minutes, then they will not expect you to share your screen and write down the code.
Share.
So
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
saying to
okay,
every time show the code to them, but create the example for yourself. So
okay,
suppose I asked after 2 weeks, what is closure? I have only 15 minutes. I want to ask you 30 questions. So I will ask a
Okay.
rapid fire question directly. So such kind of things happen with the big company. So they will just they have list of questions, and whatever question they have, they will ask randomly. So they
So
even
in
don't.
that case, sir, yeah, what
So
I
if
need to do in that
so
case?
in that case, I mean to say that the create a small example for you. Suppose someone asks about that example, so explain that example. I'm mean to say what is closure. So closure is nothing but I will create one function, and inside that another function. So I can access the lexical scoping of the parent and the outside of the scope as well, the lexical scoping. So such kind of things you will be relate at the time of interview. That I mean to say.
Okay, okay, got it, sir.
Hmm.
मतलब the code
नहीं नहीं
I
तुम
was
तुम ना
expecting
देखो
to
देखो
share.
रुको।
I just
हाँ
yeah.
तुम ना तुम्हारे लिए कोड बना के रखो, जब कोई पूछेगा ना तो उसको आप कैसे एक्सप्लेन करोगे ना उसको, वो बना के रखो।
उसको वर्बली उसको एक्सप्लेन
हाँ
कर देना है
हाँ
अगर वो
करेक्ट।
शेयर करने का वो नहीं दे रहा है.
अगर वो बोल रहा है कि मुझे कोड दिखाओ तो आप बता सकते हो, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
ओके सर, great.
एनीथिंग एल्स?
नो सर, आई थिंक
ओके।
अब मुझे थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा अभी बिकॉज अभी पूरा फ्लुएंसी है हुआ है.
हाँ नहीं, आप जब ज्यादा इंटर दोगे ना तो अपने आप आ जाता है, मतलब 2-3 इंटर देते रहोगे ना तो मतलब इंटर स्किप मत करो। कोई भी कंपनी हो इंटर देते रहो, स्मॉल स्केल हो बिग स्केल हो कोई भी हो, just to learning purpose.
श्योर सर.
Okay then, good luck. Bye bye.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू
Yes.
फॉर गिविंग
Okay.
टाइम.
Yeah.
थैंक
Okay. Yeah.
यू
Bye.
वेरी मच.